What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Apple update video where we'll take a look at how Apple stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Apple stock can do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into it. Nice small green day for Apple, up $1.13, up a little after hours, so about a little less than 1%. Compared to that, the NASDAQ was up exactly about a little more than 1%, 1.03. The Dow was up 54 points, which is 0.17%, and then the S&P was up 0.58%. So compared to that, lagged the NASDAQ a little bit, but was ahead of the Dow and S&P, so not too bad overall. So what happened today? Let's take a look, right? First and foremost, there was a little bit of news that came out. Hyundai Motor was talking about, they're talking with Apple to develop a self-driving car. Now, if you guys remember a couple weeks ago, Apple came out with that announcement, made the stock run a little bit. So maybe we thought, hey, does it run up again today? But we didn't really see that today. But that's something that they are, talking about right now. If Hyundai is going to be making a car with Apple, Hyundai shares actually ran, but not Apple shares, unfortunately for us. So let's take a look at how it traded today, right? So right out of the gate, we talked about yesterday, a little bit of a sell-off before we could really start to push up. And that's exactly what we saw today. So we went down to visit that 130 level, which is exactly kind of what we had talked about in yesterday's video before, and kind of test that again before we push up. Now we're still green for the day, which is good, right? We had a really nice kind of last couple hours, but we did go down to this 130 level. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this level of support up right here, right? Because I think that that's more accurate based on recent price action, especially yesterday, than our 129 level was. So let's take a look at how it happened. So right out of the gate, we saw sell-off all the way down to 130, the 130.30s kind of. Pushed up, almost broke VWAP, couldn't quite do it. Broke down, bounced off of the same level again. Now this level is not one that I had before, right? So I'm not saying that my levels are perfect. Couldn't get VWAP. Then we looked pretty strong, right? Got really close to where we started the day, and then came right back down to this level again before pushing up to the 132s. And that's how the trading went today. So let's take a look at our daily chart and we'll kind of see what we see. Right, so here's what I was talking about, right? This 130.24, I mean, our level before was out in a high 129, so not too far off, right? But moving it up because I think that that's a better level of support than our 129 level. But anyway, all that to say, we did see a little bit of a push down, and then we kind of rose for the second half of the day, a little bit of the last couple hours of the day. So what happens next with Apple, right? I've talked about this for a little while now, but now we're a couple weeks away from earnings, and I talked about how I could potentially see us running into earnings. Now, whether that earnings run starts this upcoming week or, kind of late this upcoming week or the following week is something that I'm still watching, but I'm looking for a push towards this all-time high, potentially even breaking that as we kind of get more news around the iPhone sales and all that good stuff. So what does that mean for the stock moving forward? Well, let's take a look at where the stock sits currently in the 132s and what next levels we have. So I think if we were to push down, the first level that I'm watching is this AEMA at 130.86, and then I'm watching that 130.24 level that we saw hold up a couple times today. After that, I'm watching the 21 EMA at 128.94. And for whatever reason, if we keep going down, we've got the 34 EMA and this line here in the 126s. Personally, though, with everything Apple has coming up in the earnings, I think the 21 EMA is going to be a really good level of support in the 128.92s, as well as this level right here. So I personally wouldn't bet on it going lower to this 126. But if we see weakness in the market, if we see sell-off in the market, it's totally possible, which is why I like to point out these levels, right? So again, going down, watching that AEMA, hopefully that level holds in the 130.60, 130.86. If not, then I'm watching this 130, low 130s, and then I'm watching the 21 EMA at 120.92, and then if we keep going down, 126.65. On the upside, right, what we have is, we're pretty close to the high of today, which was 132.63, but that's sort of the first thing that we need to push towards and really break above to keep going up. If we can do that, then 133.45 comes next. and then that takes us to this high here of 134.74, and then 136, and then 138 all-time high. So really, beating today's high, beating this 133 level, getting above it, and then hopefully, finding that as support, pushing towards this high on 1231 of 134, and then breaking above this 136 to break to that 138. I think that hopefully happens sometime in the month of January as we go into earnings. Hopefully we break into the 140s before earnings season, since it is supposed to be a really big quarter for them with iPhone sales and a 5G iPhone sales being combined with kind of the pre-orders and the holiday sales being combined in one. So I'm really excited to see what that could hold. Hopefully we see a little bit of a push up, kind of bounce, and then run into earnings, but we'll kind of see how that goes. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Hope you guys had an amazing week and have a great weekend. Thanks for all the support you guys have shown me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.